The drama begins with Min-jae arriving at a new school with one crystal-clear goal. This time she really wants to make friends. Her last school was a social desert. No one approached her and she got tired of feeling like bad luck followed her everywhere. That's why on the first day she walks with her head down, without many expectations. Until, surprise, she's introduced to the class and everyone welcomes her with smiles and kind words. That warm atmosphere lifts her spirits. Maybe today I'll actually make a friend, she thinks during recess. She tries hard, but even though they smile at her, no one truly includes her. Once again, total invisibility. Then Han Ji-won, the school's social queen, shows up flanked by her entourage. She goes up to Min-jae, speaks nicely to her, and even offers to let her be part of the group. She's over the moon. Girls that popular wanting to approach someone like her. She recalls the social tips she learned online: smile naturally, make eye contact, don't talk too much at once, and does her best to follow them so she won't freeze up. After a while, they invite her to lunch. They walk together down the hallway, and Min-jae's heart pounds with excitement. It's finally happening! But life loves plot twists. Ji-won introduces her to several friends, and Min-jae freezes. They're all gorgeous and super popular. Among them is Shin Ijun, the serious one of the group, who barely looks at her and steps aside. Just then his bracelet gets caught on the neckline of Min-jae's blouse. He stumbles and she steadies him by reflex, wishing the earth would swallow her up. She remembers a video that said, if something awkward happens, smile and apologize. So she takes a deep breath, smiles softly, and says sorry. Ijun frees himself coolly, mutters, forget it, and leaves. That's when Ji-won explains that Ijun and Shin Hae-jun are cousins, but they're like oil and water. Hae-jun is the class president, smart and kind. Ijun is reserved and has a chilly reputation. The awkwardness cranks up a level in music class. By a twist of fate, Min-jae and Ijun share a desk. She tries to start a conversation to break the ice and he, unfazed, puts on his headphones. A blow to the ego. Later, a teacher pulls Min-jae aside to encourage her to enjoy this phase and, by the way, tells her another transfer student will be arriving soon. When Min-jae sees the profile, her eyes widen. The new girl is also named Min-jae. Not only that, she's an influencer, full of flawless photos and glam style. The Min-jae we know is simple, wears glasses, and doesn't do poses. The real punch lands when the teacher mistakes her for the influencer. And the question Min-jae fears most hits her. What if these friends confused me with her? What if all this is a mistake? She's happy about the attention, sure, but afraid everything will collapse if they find out the truth. The next twist comes courtesy of Shin Hae-jun. He approaches and, in private, tells her he's already clocked what's going on. He reassures her he won't say anything. Back with the girls, Min-jae hears praise about her popularity on social media, but realizes they're actually looking at the other Min-jae's profile. She thinks about clearing things up, but senses they're more interested in a follow-back than in friendship. To get out of the tight spot, she lies and says she doesn't use social media anymore. On the way home, the lie weighs on her. She feels like everyone is approaching the wrong person. Her eyes well up. She ducks into a shop to buy something sweet, and when she goes to pay for some candy, a hand stops hers. It's Ijun. He saw her crying on the bridge and, scared, thought something terrible might happen. Min-jae thanks him for the gesture and, without beating around the bush, drops an intimate bomb. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to disappear from this world? He answers curtly but honestly, no. Maybe the best thing is to stay alive. That short phrase, oddly sincere in his mouth, sticks with her. That night, Min-jae comes across a song called Disappear or Stay Alive. The title hits home. She reads the comments. She notices she's not the only one who feels that way. She writes one from the heart and the creator replies, I've felt that way too. What matters is to keep going. It reaches her. The next day, the new transfer student walks into the classroom. The other Min-jae, the influencer. And the surprise leaves everyone speechless. In person she's got zero glam. She shows up with a totally nerdy look. In the bathroom, Min-jae confronts her with sincere curiosity. Why do you look like this? You're pretty and famous. What's the deal? The other girl answers coldly, I don't owe you an explanation. Min-jae understands that the nerdy look is a deliberate choice. In class, Min-jae jokes with Ji-won. The influencer watches from afar and remembers when she also laughed with friends, made up games, and had a light life. But she hardened. Now she thinks friendship isn't worth it. Later, she drags Min-jae into the supply room, away from prying eyes, and snaps. Don't act like you know me. You don't know anything about me. That bluntness cracks Min-jae's chest open. She admits people are confusing her with the influencer, that she's afraid of losing those friendships if she tells the truth, and that she doesn't know how to fix it. The influencer cuts her off. That's your mess. Clean it up yourself. Meanwhile, the cousins Ijun and Haijun carry on with their routine of jokes, jabs, and confidences. Haijun probes. Are you into Min-jae? No clear answer. Ji-won shows up. They hear rumors about a supposed romance between the new girl and the cold guy, and they all crack jokes to deflate the drama. Right there, Ji-won announces a party to welcome Min-jae to the group. The get-together is at karaoke. Amid laughs, Ijun asks Min-jae to sing. After all, the night is for her. She trembles. She's never sung in public. Haijun suggests a duet. His cousin, true to brand, says, I don't sing. Min-jae gathers her courage, grabs the mic, and leaves everyone speechless. She has a beautiful voice. Applause, cheers, her self-esteem climbing floor by floor. When she finishes, she heads to the bathroom to breathe and, without her knowing, Ijun quietly follows. As she comes out, he hands her a drink and congratulates her. There's a new spark in his eyes. They rejoin the others. A bit later, the girls celebrate that the influencer finally accepted their Instagram requests. Min-jae's heart freezes, as if her little castle were about to collapse. But when she checks the profile, there isn't a single photo. Relief and doubt at once. Why did she delete everything? The cousins stay out on the balcony hashing out some old, unresolved issue. I don't care, Ijun snaps to end it. The next day in music class, Min-jae can't help looking at him again and again. He notices, takes out one earbud, and offers it to her so they can listen together. It might seem small, but coming from him it's huge. After class, Ji-won sets up a selfie session. The influencer accidentally walks through a shot and cuts off a photo. The group accuses her of ruining the moment. With her hallway queen swagger, Ji-won tells her to move. The influencer feigns shyness, but she knows how to work the board. As she leaves, she steps on Ijun's sneaker with all the innocence in the world. No sorry, no excuse me, she just keeps going. Later on the rooftop, Min-jae thanks the influencer and mentions she noticed the wiped photos. The other girl gives her a warning. Don't get too close to those girls, they only bring headaches. And almost as if they thought it at the same time, the idea appears. What if they swap lives? Min-jae wants to keep the popularity she just found. The influencer wants to fly under the radar. They strike a deal. The influencer will train her to move like a popular girl, and Min-jae will teach her how to perfect her new nerd life. The next morning, the group jokes about a rumor that Min-jae was an idol trainee. Ji-won asks why she left the agency. Min-jae, at a loss for a cover story, glances at the influencer, who nods for her to say nothing. Subject changed and everyone moves on. Days later, while practicing the transformation clothes, posture, little gestures, they suddenly run into Ijun. They look at each other, not much is said, but something shifts. His silent interest grows. In PE, the whole group is there. Ji-won notices Min-jae's sneakers and spots they're fake. Uproar, Miss Fashion wearing knockoffs? The teasing escalates until Ijun steps in and says he wears that model too. A friend jokes, so you two are dating. Amid laughter, the shoe issue loses steam and the atmosphere eases. In the supply room, the two Min-jaes are talking about their progress when they hear footsteps. They hide quickly. Haijun walks in, clocks everything in a second, and with a conspiratorial grin says he wants to join the secret club. And he does. From then on, they team up. Haijun brings gossip from the school forum. The sneaker story is already making the rounds. Every time Min-jae walks the halls, she feels eyes and whispers. Later, Ji-won apologizes for what happened in PE. Min-jae answers maturely. It's fine, don't worry. Even so, it hurts to hear nasty comments about the influencer, who has been kind to her lately. The next day, the influencer pulls her aside to get to know her better. From there, they grow closer. One afternoon they go to a cafe. For Min-jae, it's her first truly real friends outing. The influencer snaps a cute photo of her and suggests she use it as her profile picture. Small detail, big impact. When Ijun sees the new photo, he's itching to text her. Before he can, Haijun shows up, takes his hand, and realizes his cousin is hiding something. Between banter and tension, the rumor about who's writing on the anonymous forum starts floating over both of them. In the girls' circle, the inevitable "who do you like?" topic comes up. They say Min-jae is close to the cousins. Everyone tenses, because Ijun, the cold one, doesn't make it easy for anyone. Min-jae realizes that he isn't Kurt only with her, that's just how he is with the world. Even so, a doubt beats in her heart. Will I ever really be able to get close to him? Another day, a teacher scolds Lee-jun for dressing like a college student. Min-jae gently suggests he try the uniform. Maybe it'll suit him better. A little later, she sees him in the full uniform and, yes, he looks gorgeous. She remembers what she said about how clothes change your aura and smiles. At recess, he asks to borrow her Korean notes. She happily hands them over and he gives her his favorite CD in thanks both for the notes and the uniform tip. After PE, Min-jae returns to class wearing a t-shirt she bought with the influencer. Ji-won's group mocks her. Who even wears that? She blushes. From his desk, Hae-jun defends her out loud. You look like a goddess, and by the way, that t-shirt is expensive. As he says it, he looks at the influencer. And we get why. In a memory, he asked the influencer why she helped Min-jae so much, and she answered without pretense. Because she's my real friend and I want to protect her. With that loyalty in the background, a few people's jealousy starts to boil. The next day, Min-jae brings a little gift for Lee-jun, a movie ticket. It's just one and he, puzzled, asks if she's going alone. She nods. Awkward. He settles it easily. Let's go together after school. In the hallway, Ji-won blocks her way. She wants to go to the t-shirt shop. Min-jae says she can't. She already made plans with Lee-jun. Ji-won's mind races. Does this guy like Min-jae? Out loud, she plays it sweet. I can help you with whatever you need. At dawn the next day, she sends an urgent message. We need to talk. Meanwhile, Hae-jun notices something different about his cousin. Are you happy? He asks. I'm the same as always, the other replies. But Hae-jun has already seen it. When they finally meet, Ji-won, all innocence, brings up the eternal love versus friendship dilemma and casually drops. Do you like Lee-jun? I mean, he asked you on a date. Min-jae is caught off guard. She answers no, she doesn't want trouble, because she suspects Ji-won likes him. But Ji-won finishes her off. I don't like him either. Besides, he invites anyone. That leaves Min-jae full of doubts. Is Lee-jun serious or is that just his thing? With her head in knots, she hands the ticket to Ji-won so she can go with him. When it's time for the date, Ji-won shows up looking immaculate. Lee-jun is surprised to see her instead of Min-jae, but doesn't show it and they carry on. Meanwhile, Min-jae tells the influencer everything at the park. The influencer's blood boils. She realizes Ji-won took over the invitation. She calls Hae-jun. At the theater, Lee-jun sees Min-jae walk in with Hae-jun and a flare of jealousy lights up, though he hides it. Before the show, they go to a shooting range. Min-jae's aim surprises everyone. Hae-jun offers a high five and, at the same time, Lee-jun also raises his hand. A second of tension between cousins. In the theater, Hae-jun can't stand seeing his crush beside his cousin and Ji-won. The discomfort is written all over his face. When the movie ends, he takes the initiative and walks Ji-won home. I'll take you. In truth, he wants to leave Min-jae and Lee-jun alone. On the way, Ji-won asks if he knows she doesn't like him. Hae-jun is direct. I know. And I know you're jealous of Min-jae. Don't cross the line. Min-jae and Lee-jun walk together. She gently asks, did you really mean to invite me? He takes a while to admit it, but when she reaches her door, he drops a simple line that makes her day. I was really happy you came. That night, Min-jae listens to a playlist by her favorite artist, leaves a comment, and the creator notices it. She feels seen by someone, somewhere. With the girls, the gossip keeps swirling, but Ji-won starts acting distant. She makes up excuses to skip the cafe. In reality, she's still mad about the movie. Alone, she asks herself when she became jealous. At first, she had no evil plan. She thought Min-jae was just another girl you could win over with compliments. But Min-jae's effortless way of being started to attract attention, and she felt pushed aside. She went from seeing her as a new friend to seeing her as a threat. When she sees a photo of the influencer and Min-jae together flooded with praise, she makes a move. She calls her friend Do-hee and tells a lie. I like Lee-jun and I told Min-jae. Even so, she crashed my date with Hae-jun. Do-hee reacts with poison. What a snake, she pretends to be your friend and stabs you in the back. The next day, Min-jae tries to sit with her old group. They greet her coldly, accuse her of ignoring them, to chase boys. Ji-won's plan works. They shut her out. In the cafeteria, alone, her heart feels shattered. To top it off, when the cousins come over to sit with her, the murmurs get louder. Now they're saying she's playing the two most popular guys. Min-jae runs off and goes to the influencer, who calms her. You didn't do anything. Those weren't your friends. Seeing her sad, Lee-jun doodles a ridiculous little drawing and shows it to her. It's so dumb she bursts out laughing. A tiny gesture that warms her chest. That night, Hae-jun tries another play. He approaches Ji-won and Do-hee, invites Ji-won to an acting class, and asks Do-hee to give them a minute alone. Do-hee's face falls. Clearly she likes Hae-jun. Ji-won confronts him. Why are you doing this? You know your friend likes you. He cuts her off. You did the same to Min-jae. Don't play innocent. And he adds something harsher. He's keeping one of her secrets. It doesn't take long to blow up. After PE, an old photo of Ji-won goes viral, showing her looking completely different. A scandal erupts. Many feel deceived. The open secret stops being a secret and her world flips upside down. In a flashback, we see she used to be bullied non-stop. One day she met Hae-jun at a bus stop and from there they decided to reinvent themselves. That's why she can't understand why he's the one exposing her now. Did everything change when Min-jae showed up? Another ugly past comes out. Hae-jun isn't as innocent as he looks. A while back he leaked a video of Lee-jun singing at an audition, and the whole class laughed. Now, when Lee-jun finds out he also posted Ji-won's photo, he confronts him. You haven't changed. Hae-jun tries to excuse himself. I meant to help. I didn't know it would end like this. The truth, he's always felt in his cousin's shadow, with hidden jealousy. Back in the present, Hae-jun confesses everything to the influencer. He spread Ji-won's photo and also rumors about Min-jae. Just then Min-jae arrives and hears it. Her trust breaks. She cries. She thought Hae-jun was a good friend, and now she's afraid he'll betray her too. That night, Lee-jun waits for her. He tells her he's angry at his cousin and that he misses her. She stays silent. He walks away, and she stops him. Let's go to karaoke. It'll do me good. There, between songs, he reveals his wound. Since the public mockery by his cousin, he sings with the fear of becoming a joke again. Min-jae patiently encourages him. At last, he sings a beautiful song. She relives every sweet moment and feels she could tell him her big secret, but holds back. Instead, the surprise comes from him. I'm in love with you, he confesses. She's speechless. She knows she hasn't been completely honest and asks for time. She runs to tell the influencer. She thanks her for everything, because without her support she wouldn't have made it this far. At the same time, Ji-won tries to fix her image. A friend suggests she date a new transfer, a sporty guy with style. Problem, that boy is the influencer's ex, though no one in the group knows it. Afterward, Ji-won approaches Min-jae with a less hostile air. They remember good things and, for the first time in a while, it seems they might be friends again. She shows her a photo of the athlete she went on a blind date with. Min-jae doesn't think much of it, but when she mentions the guy in front of the influencer's face hardens. She doesn't see a boy, she sees danger. She walks away without explaining. Then a flashback arrives that explains everything. 4 months earlier, the influencer was dating that athlete. When she pushed back on him making a move, he got aggressive. She reported him to the school. Because he was a sports prospect, they didn't want to act without proof. They called her best friend as a witness. And the best friend, who had a crush on the athlete, betrayed her by lying for him. The rumor twisted. They called her a liar. She was isolated. The entire school turned its back on her. Meanwhile, the other Min-jae, the one with glasses, wasn't the influencer at all. She was just, unintentionally, carrying the weight of her name. One day, Lee-jun tells her privately they can be friends when she's ready to share her truths. Hae-jun, for his part, confronts Ji-won. He apologizes for leaking her photo and promises not to hurt anyone again. She doubts it, but sees he's sincere. Before leaving, he tells her a stinging truth. Her obsession with being number one won't get her anywhere. The influencer stops going to class and shuts herself in. One day she finds a basket of food and a letter from Min-jae at her door. That gesture breaks her open in a good way. She realizes Min-jae sees her as a true friend. They reunite. Min-jae cries for not having measured her pain and begs her to go back to school to clear her name. And just when it looks like there'll be calm, Ji-won calls in a panic. She started dating the athlete and he's already shown his real face. He's toxic and aggressive. Min-jae and the influencer go together to confront the situation. The guy plays the victim, says they're trying to ruin his career. Ji-won, trembling but firm, exposes him. The influencer plays her trump card. She recorded the whole conversation. She warns him coolly to stay away from both of them. The next day, the air is easier to breathe. The influencer regains some confidence. They walk to school together until Min-jae splits off. She has something to tell Lee-jun. And she drops the truth. She betrayed expectations, even her best friends. She isn't the influencer. She dressed up as popular because she was tired of being the quiet girl. Lee-jun is stunned. He says he doesn't want to stay friends. The words sting, but they hide another intention. What he really wants is for her to be his girlfriend for real, no disguises. For Min-jae, the revelation is bittersweet. She returns to the classroom and, in front of everyone, decides to own it. She explains what happened and, at the same time, stakes out emotional territory. If anyone messes with Lee-jun, they'll have to deal with me, she declares. She feels a weight lift and, looking for peace, deletes her social accounts even if it costs her followers. She wants a normal school life. Time passes. Her relationship with Lee-jun blossoms, gets complicated, develops cracks, and ends in a painful breakup. Sometimes that's how growing up goes. Then she discovers something that twists her heart. The playlist that carried her through those days, the one that gave her strength, was Lee-jun's. That invisible thread was always there, holding her up, even when everything seemed to be falling apart. With that final revelation, our drama closes. A girl who learns to be honest with herself, a cold boy who dismantles his fears through small gestures, and an influencer who recovers her voice. If you enjoyed the journey, you know what to do. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what's next. End of the drama.